someone check the stream to see if it's up?
Checking. Yeah, it's up.
Okay, LCS, right?
Yep.
Alright, cool. You see it on the pick band screen right now?
Let me open this up real quick.
Yes.
Okay. Cool. I'm gonna tell them to start it up then. Okay, everyone good? Hello?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm good.
Hello, ProDraft. Can you load, please?
Everything fine? Will? Like,
I'm sorry.
can you hear everything fine on the stream, like the voices and stuff?
Keep talking.
Talking, testing for stream, talking.
Yeah. I think we're pretty good.
You need to turn me down, Steven.
I think that's on you. On your Discord.
Is it just me?
You can change your voice output.
Alright.
You guys need to type for me also, because I don't have, like, my chat's broken in the game.
Alright. Are we about ready?
I'm ready.
I'm ready to.
Stream's up, so I think we're just waiting on...
Alright, we got it all clear. Ready? Check.
Whenever they're ready, they can start Big Ben. And I mean, you can just comment. I won't be probably speaking that much, but we'll see.
We probably need to, like, introduce the stream, I guess.
Yep. Alright, let me see. Alright, so...
Should we, like, cut it and then go live again?
Nah. Forget that.
Alright. Well, we live.
Yep. We live, boys. Hello, fellow Twitch chat users and PMA LCS attendants. Welcome to Preseason Week 1. Fantastic anime personalities versus one-trick ponies. I'm Christopher Vita this packet. This is my co-caster, William the Torpedo Brooks. How you feeling today, Will?
Oh, we got some bands going down already, guys.
It's a great day. Oh, look at this.
We already got pick bands going down in this draft. Fantastic anime personalities banning away Flashes and Nivea immediately.
I mean, there's no sort that he is just a monster on Anivia, so.
Without a question, Flash super safe laner, super strong player. Good bans being thrown down. We're seeing a Sivir ban coming out.
Interesting.
Really seems like ADC taking a bit of a priority in the first part of this draft here. It's no surprise though, given One Trick Ponies also has a super high impact ADC and has a super high impact ADC in Jirachi. Very solid player, very aggressive player, done lots of damage. Don't want him playing the Sivir. That's the PMA LCS Classic.
Yeah, both teams have really strong ADCs here. You got Jirachi, and you've got Derp and Panda. Yeah, they both are very, very strong.
And we're seeing a Thresh. We're seeing a. It's supposed to be a Pike ban. Looks like that's supposed to be a Pike ban according to chat. Seeing first pick Rakan for Fantastic Anime Personalities. It's a really nice pickup, really nice playmaker. Their support, Rip Lolly Hentai. Killer name. Oh man. I swear, we're gonna have to say Rip Lolly Head. We have to say Rip Lolly Head. How do I shorten that? There's no good way to do that. Like, can I call him Lolly? I can't just call him. I can't call him Hentai. We're gonna call him Lolly. That's the best we got.
Rip.
That's the best. That's the best we got.
Ooh, so we've got some other picks coming in here. J4 and Alistar.
Jarvan and Alistar looking like some really strong engage comp. Alistar also serving as a huge bulwark against that Rakan in lane. Rakan wants to go in. Alistar can just headbutt him out and say, nope, get the heck out of here, man. I don't want what you're selling. Seeing Lee Sin hover. Lee Sin being dropped in with some strong early game pressure.
Ooh, and then the Urgot pick right behind.
The Urgot pick, super strong meta pick for super strong meta pick from Mouse Cop Come Home in the top lane. Gonna be a key focus here. Also helping to abuse some of the rank disparity in that matchup. So they have a platinum versus silver in that top lane. So maybe looking to get a super strong pick in that top lane and help punish that a bit.
We've got the Orianna pick for the mid lane there, and then with the Zoe ban right behind it.
Got that man out. Afromoo, is that you? Got the ball delivery system coming in clutch for the One Trick Ponies right now. And then we got a Cassio ban being dropped. Don't want to have to play against Cassiopeia. And as a matter of fact, that's actually a strong pick for both mid and bot right now. I mean, some people might be interested as to why Cassiopeia is being seen bot lane so much now, but the answer to that is a lot of ADs just don't have the ability to actually play into that poke damage from Noxious Blast, and the Cassiopeia just maxes the Q and gets a free laning phase to not only scale up to reach that late game 6-item Cassie Dream, but also actually gets to control laning pace and bully them out for once, which is not something you particularly see from mid lane Cassie a lot.
That's true. That's true.
Seeing some Garen bans go. Garen ban. Really trying to get that top disparity in the matchup. We see the Maokai pick being thrown down here. Honestly, that's looking super strong. Actually, a disgusting comp from One Trick Ponies. They just want to run in and destroy you. Now, one thing I'm getting really scared about, though, is the huge focus on ultimate spells from one-trick ponies. Because you have an Ori combo right now, looking really scary, but right now it's not necessarily looking like they have a super strong way to...
Ooh.
Now that's spicy. I'm not sure how I feel about the Jinx pick, honestly. That's gonna be a real scary into a Jarvan Orianna comp. Everyone on that team is just gonna run straight for her. She's actually probably going to implode. Gonna have to see if Derp and Panda can really... Gonna have to see if Derp and Panda can honestly play around this team comp. It's tall order.
It'll be very interesting to see for sure. Seeing Jirachi on Kate. I've seen Jirachi play a lot of Jinx, and so they're very with how that champion works. So that'll be very, very interesting.
Yeah, Jirachi absolutely no stranger to the Jinx pick, as that seems to be one of his favorite champions as well. And in terms of the bot lane matchup, I am really feeling like One Trick Ponies has an advantage here, just because the Alistar can go on and engage in the Jinx. Now, Caitlyn is Jinx is one of the few AD carries that can actually compete against Caitlyn early, because she has the range to be able to do it. But one of the biggest issues in that matchup is support, because Jinx doesn't inherently just win that matchup at all, or go even. And with us playing against a support like Alistar, means this Alistar is just going to be running at Jinx the entire laning phase, and then Caitlyn can drop traps and do it and just bully the Jinx out. I honestly don't think this is going to go well for them.
Yeah. The only thing they can hope for, I think the only thing that fantastic anime personalities can hope for is to get to late game. I think if they can get to, then you can get hyper carry Jinx going, and Lissandra usually gets pretty huge in the late game as well. So I think if you can get there, then they.
Oh yeah, without a doubt, mid-game team fights around those objectives, especially Thraken on 1 and 2 items, going to be looking like a huge point of contest for one-trick ponies. That's going to be where their comp really shines through. On paper, fantastic anime personalities doesn't necessarily have as clear of a win goal or as cohesive of a comp, but they have a lot of tools to work with here and a lot of individual options to take. So they have a jungler with a very strong early game presence in Lee Sin, and Lissandra mid lane creates a whole lot of pick opportunities. Urgot super strong pick in the top lane right now, can really try and abuse that Maokai. So look to see some pressure being thrown down in the solo lanes to try and get fantastic anime personalities ahead, because they absolutely need to survive this early game, or else One Trick Ponies just has an extremely cohesive comp that's gonna run at them and kill them if they have an issue during this early game.
Yeah, no, I definitely agree there.
You know what, Will? Lock it in. Who do you think is going to be our high impact player this game? Who are you watching? Who's going to get these summoners that victory royale?
You know, that is extremely tough with these two teams, because both teams have fantastic players on the team. They're very strong. I really am interested to see what Rob can do. Has a lot of potential. Rob, I think he set out the last mini split that we had here, and it's really cool to see him picked up again. So I think he's got a chip on his shoulder, and it'd be very how much control he can get in the mid lane there and be able to take it across the rest of the map.
Yeah, I think my two high impact picks to be looking for this game are going to be Chad Penguin on that top lane Urgot and Jupil on that Lee Sin. Jupil right now, very solid jungler. I believe a former Diamond, I think last time I checked, but I've actually played against his Lee Sin a couple times, and it's very solid. Like, he has a good mind for the game, and he's on a jungler where he can really exert some early pressure in this game, and that's going to be super important with all the playmaking tools that fantastic anime personalities have at their disposal. And Chad Penguin on that Urgot, a monster, just a monster in lane. Could be scary. Alright, and we are just about to... Oh, spectator delay. I got baited. So, one huge pressure point to talk about here is Lissandra versus Orianna matchup mid. How are you feeling like this one? How are you feeling like this one's gonna go?
You know, so I'd say I want Rob to do well. I think that, but we need to see. He's going to have to play safe because Or just has so much poke from a distance. If he's not, then this could become very ugly very quickly.
Yeah, no one. Those QW combos from Orianna can be especially scary from chunking you out in laning phase. And one important thing to be looking out for is Lissandra also has a bit of trouble with early wave clear before she gets those points in Ice Shard, because it just doesn't do that much damage, and she doesn't want to have to burn multiple abilities to wave clear, as her other two abilities are directly tied to her playmaking and trading potential in lane. She absolutely needs the root from her W, and if she is burning Claw to wave clear, that means Jarvan's going to have free ganks. And a combo like Jarvan Orianna that shows up in your lane and you have no Claw, you're going to be burning Flash every time. But one of the huge points of contention is Lissandra is super strong throughout the mid game, has serious roaming potential. Now, in general, Lissandra may fall off a bit late game. She's not exactly what you call a scaling laner, but that playmaking potential is absolutely deadly. Just something she has in her arsenal can drop it on you at any given time. So one thing I'm going to be looking for this game is for these Lissandra roams to start coming in and shutting down this bot lane. Because Caitlyn, Alistar, super safe pick, but super strong lane, but neither of them really have any solid forms of escape. Caitlyn has a net that's very slow, just doesn't go very far. So while she has that range advantage, if Lissandra can get that roam and jump on her.
Right. So let's make some predictions here. Who's walking away with the W here?
You know, I really think this is a tough game to judge, because on one hand, on paper, I almost like the comp from One Trick Ponies better, because I think it has a clear win condition and it's much simpler to execute. You know, this isn't really, you know, we're not like LCS caliber here, so I think one of the key ways to getting wins is just putting together a simple comp. It's very easy to execute, that keeps everyone on the same page, and I think that comp very successfully does that. But with fantastic anime personalities comp, they definitely have a lot of individual strength in their jungler, their top laner, and a high impact roamer on their mid laner. So if they can run away with this early game, you'd actually start to see fantastic anime personalities snowball super hard and just take complete control of this game. So my final prediction, I think overall the series is going to be 1-1, but I got to give this first game the One Trick Ponies. Because it's simply because of this. It's preseason, haven't had a lot of time to practice yet. I think going with the simple comp that works is going to be the key to getting the victory here.
Oh, for sure. I think that I would have to agree. I think that says it all right now. The only other condition is that if they look, I don't know, it's different. Exactly what you were saying. But yeah, I think this first game, I think I'm looking at one ponies. That is really hard to say.
Now, as we get into the game here, let's pray for level 1 shenanigans, boys. I love level 1 shenanigans.
Haven't seen
What are we seeing?
Typical PMA LCS tradition. They get up.
We're gonna be seeing a 5-man spread out here for one-trick ponies, keeping that lane safe, saying they don't want to deal with invades. And similar spread also being matched by fantastic anime personalities.
Well, you should never change the name of the.
Well, come on, man. PG-13. Flesh just gonna walk up into this bush, throw a nice ball in there, say, "What's up?"
I'll figure out how to do it.
Hey, what's up? Hello, you're my trap queen. Now, as we're getting underway, we are gonna start to see this game play out. Looking like a red buff start over here for Jupil, and NA Alistar is gonna be starting the blue buff. Especially looking for some interesting jungle pathing to start out with, as right now there are really only a few viable forms of pathing, and pretty much both of those lead into you ganking a lane at like 330. So pretty. Go on.
Even you.
Everything going down pretty passive in here, and we're getting some trading down on the top lane. Some nice cues. Now as they look mid, Rob getting an early level 2 and dropping some pressure in the mid. It's gonna be really strong. And Ignite's thrown down already. That's a cleanse from Flash. Super safe. Wow. And the Jarvan going in for the Flash. They trade Flash, but the Lee Sin's here to answer. Misses a Q. All in all, Flash Ignite blown for Rob, Cleanse blown for Flash, and Flash blown from Flash blown from NA Alistar. So that's gonna be a Summoner Expel advantage to the Orianna in mid lane. That's actually very important, as this team's looking to just play it safe in this laning phase and make sure they can scale the mid game and get these high impact mid game team fights. Now as we're going over here, NA Alistar are going to be counter jungling Jupil's blue buff. That's actually pretty interesting. More trading going down on the mid lane. Man, these guys just really love the fight.
You know, the thing is there's a lot of skirmishing that happens. I don't know. Can't decide if I'm a fan of that or not.
I mean, yeah, I'm always a fan of outplays, dude. You gotta go in hard.
Now,
Rob kind of getting a little bit disrespectful. Flesh getting some poke. Rob gonna be taken very low here.
Here's where the wonderful CS differential comes in. We see Jirachi down in the bot lane with already a 10-11 CS lead at this and continuing to grow. If that continues, then that's not going to be good for
Oh yeah, definitely not. High impact bot lane here is one of fantastic anime personalities' win conditions is making sure the Jinx gets the late game. Right now it's Caitlyn Alistar lane drafted to just abuse a bot lane, and it already seems to be working out for them. Oh, Chad Penguin just to be pushing this wave and throwing some trades down the top lane. Ganwian, he is a steadfast tree. Saying this Urgot ain't gonna be looking like George Washington today. He ain't chopping down this cherry tree, man.
Oh, goodness.
So yeah. So you look mid, Rob's back, and he has an Amp Tome. Better watch out, dude. It's that 435 gold power spike. Oh, my old Jupil just walking through this bottom jungle, gonna be taking his sweet time scouting out some things. Really difficult to do much of anything from his perspective right now. This mid is pushed in quite far, and bot lane's a Caitlyn Alistar that has wave control, so if you gank that, you're probably just going to get turned. You see NA Alistar throwing down some wards in this bush over here, getting some of that bot lane pressure. Keep his bot lane safe from that Lee Sin.
Will be in.
Jupil's kind of... Jupil looking bot right now. Could we start to see a gank coming in maybe? Could be very... This might... Another huge point of contention to look at is this top lane, as Chad Penguin is currently up 53 CS 30. He's getting this wave pushed in very strong. He's had consistent pressure on this Maokai the entire game so far. Just gonna go back. Just gonna pick up some items. Should be a nice phage buy for him. To be super important. You can just run around the lane. As we look mid lane, we'll start to see Flesh backing. Trading going down here in this bot lane.
You know, and like I said, outside of the trade, the CS differential is this gets getting gross. It's like scary down here. Jirachi's now got a 57 to 41 CS right now.
Absolutely. So some of the potential skill differentials that both teams may be looking to abuse definitely coming into play here. As all players definitely super strong, but on paper, Fantastic Anime Personalities have that super strong top lane, and it's definitely going his way for them with a gigantic CS lead. Now he's almost double his CS, and then in bot lane, Jirachi's getting a sizable CS difference accrued down here. See Oriana walking through this river, looking for a roam bot. Probably not gonna happen, so they're still shoved in. 8 minutes. Wow, 8 minutes have now passed in this game, and the score is still 0-0, and gold totals are holding mostly even.
I'm as shocked as you are that there's been 0 deaths.
Yeah, I am a little shocked, honestly. I mean, I guess it makes sense though, because it makes sense though. It's preseason, you know, maybe both teams scoping out the waters so far. And I am absolutely just on the edge of my seat, waiting to see what happens. This is gonna be a play to break out. We see Jupil walking mid here. Is he gonna be able to come in for a gank? He'll land a nice Q. Just gonna walk through the lane.
Just saying hello.
Hey, what's up, hello?
You know.
Oh, Rob going down, throwing his entire combo, forcing out Flesh's cleanse. That's gonna be some big damage.
Looks like Rob dropped it right too, yeah. In hopes of really being able to.
Yeah, Rob really trying to just take control of this lane. I'm not certain it's working out as well as it could, but we're starting to see some more trading going down on top lane as Chad Penguin looking for some damage onto this Maokai. But back to my previous point, Rob looking really to try and bully out this mid lane, but it's not particularly going as planned. He's getting very good damage down, but he's still losing in farm. And Flesh is playing very safe, but we start to see the Jarvan come in! Flesh dropping a quick shockwave! NA Alistar dropping the Jarvan. Oh, that's gonna be a quick first blood.
And it's before 10 minutes hit.
And we're already seeing the power of that high impact mid lane matchup. Exactly as I said, Lissandra looking really... Lissandra caught in a bad position out against Jarvan and Orianna. That's not gonna be a good spot to be. You just get comboed and run down. That's exactly what happened. Meanwhile, as we're looking bot lane again, it's honestly the same thing it's been for the past. Also the same thing it's been for the past. Oh wait, Jupil's coming in for a gank. There goes oh.
Ooh.
With a counter gank from Jarvan. Be a flash down. Jirachi extremely low. Jirachi is taken down by Derp and Panda. That's very important. Kill going down on this Jinx. Wow. Okay. So yeah, two crucial things to look at there actually. Not very much immediate ward control on the side of bot lane, and that definitely turned out to be a problem. Is Jupil coming in for that alpha gank, and also neither of the bot lanes had actually backed yet. Therefore, that means both Jirachi and Derp and Panda carrying only Thorin's blades. They're not going to be able to do much damage, meaning Jupil coming in with that gank damage. Start to see trading going down on top lane. Chad Penguin throwing down the ignite. But so Fear Beyond Death goes to the side. It's almost going to be chopping down Cherry Tree, but not today. But back to my previous point, bot lane, that means both ADs will not be doing very much damage to each other at all. So Jupil actually coming in, getting loads of damage on that Lee Sin early, absolutely controls the pace of that gank. So even though the Jarvan comes in for the gank, it's for the counter gank, it's actually not going to be able to do that much.
And I think this is kind of important to mention too. You know, you've got ADCs. Looks like they're going to be rushing Infinity, just because they both are very strong first items right now with this new update that we've got going on.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Speaking of which, one thing that really affects the spot lane is Jinx and Caitlyn both super strong with the new additional crit items. In fact, one interaction that some people might not know that much about is the Fire Cannon Storm Razor interaction. Storm Razor actually increases the bonus range on a Fire Cannon auto attack by 30% as part of its 30% bonus to additional electrified attacks passive. That means Caitlyn fires from a range of like 865 units. So this Caitlyn hits late game, and she'll actually be doing almost as much damage as Jinx does just from afar. Seeing.
You see, Derp and Panda has kind of caught up a little bit in CS. It's not as I kind of expected to see this with a Jinx. You know, that you get into mid to late game, you can start seeing that quick.
Yeah, without a question, as she gets item spikes, she's very able to play super safe and get some rocket shots on the backwave, prevent it from going too far for her. And that CS has been holding pretty steady in bot lane. And Derp and Panda sitting on a kill right now, definitely gonna be able to reach that late game exactly as he hoped.
Yeah, and another, just kind of speaking to the slowness of just everybody. Everybody just kind of taking. No platings had been taken before the turret plating fell.
Wow, yeah. It's definitely a case of all quiet on the western front this game. As other than those two fights that erupted, we haven't really been seeing a lot of fighting or plays being made in the early game. Now we're gonna see Jarvan coming bot for a quick turret. One thing to point out too, this plating is once the plating drops, you get turret. But Bazooka top lane, Shockwave being dropped, quick kill, quick call going down on the Chad Penguin. Now Flesh looking for the kill on Jupil, trying to cue the Rip Herald in order to escape, but it's gonna go far. Rip Rolly Hentai going in on his recon to try to save this Lee Sin. Absolutely beautiful work there. Keeping Jupil safe, but wait, Rob wants more, he's going in. Ganwian going extremely low, and he's taken down by the Lee Sin execute.
My Good.
Alpha play there. Absolutely alpha.
I've really got to say that recon, that is a beautiful recon. Oh my
Yeah,
goodness.
extremely good. Saying that plating has been cracked. There's no objective spot lane anymore. He's gonna walk top lane and try and get some pressure. That absolutely works out. He saves Jupil from almost near certain death from Flesh's Orianna. And then Rob roaming up to get it. And then Rob roaming up to turn, getting them kills. Very high impact roaming plays coming up from fantastic anime personalities. Now as we start the transition into this mid game here, two very important things. We'll start the transition into the mid game here. Oh wait, Slugga going very aggressive on Derp and Panda. Flash being thrown down, combo being blown, Ignite being blown. That's gonna be a kill on Derp. Wait! Oh! The save and the block!
Oh,
This is some high impact recon.
goodness. Just when you think he's not there, he's there.
Some very high impact runs. High impact recon play being done right now. Saving multiple teammates. Making sure they play it super safe. Mid lane, Flesh getting some more damage down on the Rob here. And then while he's chilling on the side, they see him through a ward. Now they've got both teams hovering around mid. Look to start breaking this these mid outer turrets, transitioning in the mid game. Rift Herald going to be an extremely key objective to control right here as well. And
I would say that was an interesting use of sweeper there with the pink ward right there, but to each their own.
hey man, sometimes you need there's vision control and then there's vision control. Sometimes a pink's not enough, you know? And then they started saying, you know what? We got so much ward control over here. We got more wards than we know what to do with. I'm just gonna start soloing this Rift Herald. This could potentially get very scary as their Jinx's rotated bot from solo far. Jinx's rotated bot after farming solo, and Chad Penguin has some extremely big pressure top lane. Chad Penguin going in, seeing the drive into Rift Herald.
Ooh.
Stopping it. Chad Penguin going very aggressive. That's gonna be a flash out of Ganlian as Lolly looks to try and CC him up. Ganlian's like, no, get me out, please. Now, fantastic enemy personality's gonna be looking towards this Rift Herald. We got a wild Alistar on the flank. He's gonna be looking for a juicy combo over here. Ganlian and NA Alistar sitting top. We're gonna be seeing a 3v2. Oh, we see a fight break out. Holy moly, Rob going in, getting a quick blast on the back line. Jirachi CC'd and destroyed by Chad Penguin's Urgot ulti. And now we're seeing more stuff go down as they fight over the Rift Herald, but Jinx getting so much AoE. That's gonna be a triple kill for Chad Penguin. And a Rift Herald pick up. Wow. Absolutely destructive 4v1. Absolutely destructive fight here at the Rift Herald. Fantastic anime personalities. That's that mid-game teamfight potential. That's gonna be a 4-for-1 in favor of fantastic anime personalities. And it's likely gonna be a mid tower as well. Oh yeah. Really good job. They kept their Jinx safe that fight, and Jinx was just raining death on them while Jirachi was getting focused and honestly locked down a bit, and then CC'd by Chad Penguin's ult. Like, yeah. CC'd and then murdered by Chad Penguin's Fear Beyond Death. Just really quality job, honestly. Textbook kite pack and team fight turns. That's what you want to see.
Yeah, that was actually a very beautiful fight there at Rift Herald. I just had to go back and watch it and slept to enjoy all the greatness that was there.
Yeah. Good times, man. Good times. We're gonna see a second item, Righteous Glory, coming up from Surgot. Ganlian going down, getting some trade on the Chad Penguin. Wally's gonna be popping the Rift Herald top lane. But then the answer's coming mid. They're changing top tier 1 for mid tier 1, it appears. on earth is this? There we go. Now, next objective contention up here. Give me this dragon. We have pink ward on it. But One Trick Pony's got an opportunity to execute this comp. Can they contest? Looks like they're not in position. Fantastic Enemy Personalities is going to get a nice Ocean Drake down. Now, we're looking towards this mid game. Some key points here. We Chad Penguin 3-1 right now on this Urgot with the second item, Righteous Glory. He's gonna be looking to go fast. Now I'll start going in bot. Rob gonna be dropping some damage. That's just an overstep from the Jarvan there. Rob saying, you know what? I see you. I'm gonna kill you. Burying the world in ice, one Jarvan at a time. Now, Fantastic Enemy Personalities could be looking to push mid as 4. Derp and Panda get some quick zap damage on Jirachi here. Fishing for Qs all day as Rob takes a turret bot. And yeah, right now, Fantastic Anime Personalities looking to be in firm control of this mid game with a 3k gold lead and some turret. He's going down. Maokai ult being dropped. Flash going in on out. Flash going in. That's gonna be Jupil CC'd and locked up. One Trick Ponies. Chad Penguin's on the run. What can he do? Lolly coming in from behind, CC'ing him up. Tying back to Chad Penguin, but wait, Derpin Panda. Oh no. That's gonna be. That is unfortunate.
Really unfortunate to see Jirachi stuck on the way back behind everything, and then they just turned around and deleted him.
Hey Chris, you're very, very behind between streaming games and what you're seeing.
Hi. Okay. 29, 30, 31, 32. 33.
Oh, that's 40, yeah.
Jesus, yeah, we were really behind. Just starting to see some Baron going down. One Trick Pony's looking for the turn and burn. I mean, Chad Penguin getting CC'd up there. I can't catch up to you guys. Just pause for about 5 seconds. I'm at 53, 54, 55, 56.
You hit your speed up.
23. 05, 06, 07. Alright, perfect. Now we're synced. Alright. Yeah, we're gonna be heading.
Yeah.
We head further in this game. Be looking to see some more explosive team fighting plays. This Baron objective, hotly contested it seems, and both teams within very equal footing of each other, so these fights should be looking very even. Some things to be worried about right now. As One Trick Pony is getting this ward control on Baron, face checking going to be very scary for the Fantastic Enemy Personalities. As with the ultimate wombo-based team, if one person's caught, that's going to be the end of their entire fight. As One Trick Ponies just pile on top of all of them. Fantastic Anime Personalities pushing into this Baron, get some vision control. One Trick Ponies just chilling top lane. So they rotate back into their jungle. And we start seeing some contesting going down here. One Trick Ponies still getting these wards cleared and what they have to. Baron's looking very juicy right now, let me tell you. You can see a Death Bush coming in. Is this Fnatic?
I love it.
Oh, NA Alistar going in on Wally. That's going to be the ult drop. You're going to start C5, but Rob going in. CCing all 5 of them with a W and popping his ult. Jupil going in, getting a double kill. Kicking that Maokai out of there. Slugger going in, getting a kill on Jupil. And Penguin meanwhile cleaning out backline is Ganwian getting run down by Rob and Lolly. And then Slugger getting killed by Derp and Panda and Jack Penguin. Ganwian gonna fight his damnedest, but it seems like George Washington is finally struck as fantastic anime personalities chop down the cherry tree for a 5-for-1 team fight, and likely a Baron. But how about that?
Wow.
What an explosive play by Rob. Really turning up on that nostalgia. Whew!
You know, it's kind of like I said. Like I really expected to see Rob be able to initiate a lot of it. So I'm really impressed to see that he's living up to the hype.
Oh yeah, Rob definitely showing up in this. Rob definitely showing up in this mid game, sensing an opportunity and taking it. Perfect execution. Fantastic anime personalities get the back. One-trick ponies. Gonna be trying to trade this Cloud Drake. Jupil waiting in the wings, spotted out by a ward. Gonna see this. He probably not. But wait, he's going in. He gets the steal on the Cloud Drake, but he's gonna trade that with his life. I don't know what that was worth, honestly.
You know.
I mean,
Some may say it is. Some, you know,
hey man, you know how it goes.
the glass can be half full sometimes.
Hey, we can push this 5 with Baron, or you steal that Cloud Drake. Either way you slice it. Oh, and top lane, Ganway's gonna be pushing this top tower pretty hard.
Ooh.
You start to see mid Chat Penguin going balls deep on Jirachi. That's the CC, that's the chain, the lock, the death for Jirachi. Slugga just gonna be picked up and murdered here. Dragged in for the fear beyond death, put him in the freaking grinder. Ooh! More explosive plays and engages from fantastic anime personalities. It really seems like One Trick Pony is just struggling dealing with these surprise engages. Fantastic anime personalities very quick on pulling the plug. Well, One Trick Pony is just not having time to get all their ducks in a row, so to speak. Be a tier 3 mid going down. Likely an inhibitor as well.
All their ducks in a row or all their ponies?
Alright, you're fired. Get this man out of here.
Look, I gotta bring the dad jokes in. Gotta do it with your dad thing. Gotta make it happen.
Hey man, dad jokes are one of my favorites. I respect it.
That's what you can expect from me, 100% of the time.
Classic. You might not got much, but hey, we got dad jokes. Dad jokes are the most respectable form of humor in the universe. We start to see some more hovering going down on bot. Fantastic anime personalities. I think you'll be looking to push harder with this Baron bot because we see the Maokai ult being dropped.
I mean, at this point, there's over a gold lead right now on the side of fantastic anime personalities, so they can almost do whatever they want at this point. And one Twig Ponies is not going to really be able to do much.
Yeah, this is already a 6,000 gold lead for fantastic anime personalities here. Looking to see what happens as they siege up this bottom turret, and the defensive trap formation going down from Caitlyn. Expect to see that there. Gonna be very difficult to break this turret bot. They have a lot of engage, but under the safety of their turret and the ability to wombo with the comp up. And NAL starts going in, looking for the Jarvan ult. Derpin Panda's caught out as he flashes out. Rob going in, getting CC down on Flash. But Jirachi is in the back line, dropping so much damage. That's gonna be rough. Kill straight on the mid laners. We go in deep, and Chad Penguin hiding back. Derpin Panda slaying Jarvan. But it looks like One Trick Ponies are coming out on top. They finally get their standard 5v5. All their ponies are finally in a row. They just get the wombo.
Oh gosh.
Exactly what they were looking for. It just the front to back team fight. They have a better front line, and Jirachi just getting to rain fiery death on him from the back line. And Jarvan getting a quick engage on the Derpin Panda and taking him low. Jinx basically being almost a non-factor that fight, really.
Now, I've got to give props to the Jinx, though, for surviving and eventually get on Jarvan. But yeah, that definitely was a huge factor of that fight, not having the.
Yeah, that could have been way worse for Fantastic Anime Personalities, honestly. Whew. We starting to look further in this game. Next objective contestant looking to be this dragon over here. So to see both teams pushing in for ward control, but it looks like Fantastic Anime Personalities has the drop with their bot lane and top lane hovering around. Yeah, this won't be an easy dragon to contest, but especially with the wombo that One Trick Ponies has on their comp, starting this dragon, it's going to be a very scary prospect for Fantastic Anime Personalities once it spawns. The last thing you want to do is have people just chilling in that dragon pit when a 5-man squad just comes clap. But One Trick Ponies saying, we don't even want that dragon. We don't need it.
We got enough ponies. We don't need dragons.
Fantastic genius. Fantastic Anime Personalities. Got that ward control. One Trick Ponies don't want any of it. They want to set up. Instead, they're going to trade some ward control for Baron.
Now, Baron is a pony that I would take.
Is it a pony worm?
It's a pony, 3-headed pony worm thing. I don't.
Dude, that sounds fun and interactive. Can we get should get an in-game mod where you can ride Baron like a pony? That's your reward for taking Baron. You just ride it like a pony down mid lane and spray acid on your enemies. That'd be pretty slick. Oh, and Alistar going in for a quick engage. Getting the Cataclysm on Drippin' Panda. Nice shockwave from Thresh. That's gonna be a kill. Drop down. Wow. We're starting to see that turn out here as two people are dropping, but Jirachi's still getting the hammer backline. Chad Paglin going down on Jirachi, and Ollie going down, but there's just not enough damage. Jirachi just pumping out damage on this Caitlyn as Maokai just autoing this Lee Sin to death, giving him that tree punch, man. I am Groot.
Yeah, they just weren't it back to Jirachi, and just because of that, I mean, Jirachi single-handed being able to eliminate people.
Yeah, and we're starting to see Fantastic Anime Personalities have a little difficulty closing this game, as even though these engages being taken by One Trick Ponies are extremely aggressive, and you might almost say even overly aggressive, it's really still working out in their favor as Fantastic Anime Personalities really isn't finding the flanks they need on the Jirachi in order to close these team fights. Drippin' Panda just getting hammered down in these fights by the CC. Flesh doing a very good job as well, looking for the shockwaves. Now we're going to start to see this Baron dropping. One Trick Pony's taking Baron. We've got a Q over the wall looking for the steal.
Oh my god.
He goes in, gets headbutted out. This would be a secure. But wait! Fantastic Anime Personality stolen Baron! And they're going in for kills! Jupil getting a kill on dropping over here, and Lyle wants more! He's CCing 3 as Rakan. Rod going in, oh my god! Absolutely destroying them. And this Maokai is just gonna get run down and murdered.
Wow, that was huge. Oh my god, that was a beautiful Baron steal.
Yeah, wow. Now Fantastic Anime Personalities gonna be looking in on this inhib over here. Probably looking to close this game with 4 down. This is likely going to be a GG for them. We're going to see if Flesh and Swaka can pull it back here. But things are looking very grim here as Fantastic Anime Personalities close in on this Nexus. This is going to be a quick game 1 to Fantastic Anime Personalities as we see the GGs being thrown down in chat. Wow. What a showing game 1. My heart's beating like 20 beats faster after this game 1, man. Woo! Man. I am having so much trouble keeping up with all the action that's been going on in this game. This has been a spicy show in game one. So, all things considered, though, both teams having very good moments. So, based upon what you've seen game one, who are you going to give that MVP slot? Who are you going to give that MVP player of the game, high impact 200 IQ player to?
Man, it could go. Oh, it could go so many ways. I'd have to say early game that had to belong to Ripwali Hentai. The insane movement around the map and protection of so many people, all within a few short minutes. That speaks volumes. Really, at the end of the day, it finished at 2, 2, and 8. I mean, that's just massive there. But then you get mid to late game, and you see Rock really start to lay down that CC. Really just begin to open things up for people.
Whew.
Oh man, so
yeah, that could really go either way. And I feel like it's a terms of peaks and it's a battle of peaks, and I wouldn't even say valleys, just less peaks versus like general consistency. Because Ripwali Hentai really playing that early game extraordinarily well, going around saving multiple teammates, opening up that map early. But Rob laying down some very crucial CC as Lysandra, and carrying a couple crucial fights to give fantastic anime personalities that really important pressure against that Wombo-oriented team. Oh wow! So we start to go into game two. What do you think we're gonna see from? What do you think we're gonna see from One Trick Ponies? Gonna be any changes in strategy from their side?
I think that we're probably going to see a recon ban.
Yeah, I kind of gotta agree.
I would, yeah. If it was me, that's the call. That it was too early game. That was just way too.
Yeah.
Just way too much for them.
Yeah, you can say what you want. You can say what you want about like maybe some of those ill-intentioned trades that Rob had been taking in lane sometimes. But when it's time to go, this man slams down the gas pedal, goes like 200 miles an hour at the Indy 500. Man, he going straight in, and nobody's stopping him. So definitely some chance that we're looking at in this game 2 draft should be taken off the table. Lysandra, Vakan, huge playmakers for Rob and Ripwali Hentai respectively. Both of them really showing up their individual skill in game 1.
Yeah, and speaking of those two, I think the results for game 1 MVP, and it looks like Ripwali Hentai with that MVP there.
And it's absolutely no surprise to see that. It was just too clean. He's popping off, man.
I have to agree, and I'd say, at least in my book, it was a very, very close second with Rob in his mid to late game play. So very good all around. I mean, not to say that the other team members were silent, because they obviously played a huge factor in their derp and pan, the massive Baron steal to help, and just huge.
Oh yeah, without a doubt. I'm so surprised that happened. Honestly, you don't normally see ADs stealing Barons with an auto, but Jesus, that's a huge turn up right there.
Alright,
Yeah.
ready to do second round of pick bans?
I'm good.
Okay.
And this time I'm going to call out timers when we go in-game for my thing to make sure we're synced up from the beginning. Because I think my internet's not so hot, so I think it has issues like loading everything super fast. So let me go grab a... I'll be right back, boys.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. Alright, boys, I'm back. And extremely disappointed that we do not have any elevator music playing right now. Yeah, can we petition PMA LCS bots? Get a Rhythm Bot in the server, boys. Let's go. Let's get Rhythm Bot.
Oh my god.
Turn up.
Alright, are you ready for pick bands?
Yeah.
Alright.
Let's get this show on the road. So you're not the only one who can do dad jokes well.
Oh man, there's some posted on my Facebook, and it, like, if you like a good laugh.
What in the world is going on in this lobby right now?
Talking about a random person.
Random person. Who is this? Does anyone know? Boy stranger. Oof.
Yikes, Rich.
Oh man.
Alright, so nobody's seeing the lobby chat right now, but there was an extra person, and Rich was the lobby host, and he wasn't kicking him.
That's why we use password protections, kids. Alright, maybe we finally wait. Where's our fifth?
Playing this thing. NA Alistar.
I think we're actually ready.
Maybe. Where's my man's NA Alistar at?
We are missing NA.
He like left or something.
Ah, man. Computer issues. I mean, gotta reboot that PC. To be fair, his name's NA Alistar. Something tells me Minotaurs aren't too hot at taking care of their computers. Probably put a horn through it or something, dog. First game loss gets rough, you know? Alright, and it looks like... Wait... Okay, draft's being started, so it looks like we're gonna be going into the draft now. Finally.
Yeah.
And the draft is finally underway. So we see One Trick Ponies on blue side and fantastic anime personalities on red side. Quick Lucian ban being dropped by One Trick Ponies. They want absolutely nothing of that Lucian.
You know, neither do I.
We got Bleed in this channel. We got Voice Bleed. Huh. Alright, and looks like the Nasus ban is going down. And one thing that's going to be changed up is the Urgot ban from game 1. Really going to be saying we don't want Chad Penguin's playmaking ability on that Urgot. That thing destroyed us. Rich getting Urgot ulted about twice mid-game, saying, no. Get that crap out of there. We want our AD carry to live.
There's an interesting...
You know, there is fear beyond death, but how can there be fear beyond death when there isn't even fear of death? Riddle me that one.
Yeah, that it is way
And
too
we're gonna
late
see-
to be dinky.
You see Rakan first picked by One Trick Ponies again. Honestly, no surprise there. Ripwally Hentai doing a fantastic job on his Rakan the first game. First change room to be seen from game 1, the Shen being dropped top lane. Actually, wait.
actual.
I'm reading sides wrong. One Trick Ponies stealing the Rakan away from Fantastic Anime Personalities. And Fantastic Anime Personalities again picking up that Jinx
I
for
can
bot
almost
lane.
guarantee that Shin is going to be Rip Lolly Hentai. Rip Lolly Hentai loves.
The Shen support could actually, Shen support very spicy. And does pretty well versus Rakan. But we're seeing this Cassiopeia being hovered for One Trick Ponies. This is going to be a little suspect. Cassiopeia, very scary bot laner to play against, especially for this Jinx, who is sitting at 325 base movement speed and thus not going to be able to move very fast and escape those Cassie Qs. Rakan Cassiopeia is just a super strong pressure lane into this, and Derpid Panda's going to have his work cut out for him in order to make sure he can get through this laning phase and survive healthy so he can steal some Barons like an Alpha and steal the One Trick Pony's pony. But speaking of ponies, we got boars being locked in for One Trick Ponies.
That's not a pony.
I don't know about that one. That is not the official One Trick Pony mount mascot.
Where's the Hecarim when you need it?
Where's that Hecarim? Come on, guys. You're slacking. You just see the Kayn being picked up. It's third pick jungle's going to be traded for both teams. Now going into the second fan phase, key aspects to look at here is bot lane is pretty good to go. And that Orianna, key ban away from Flash actually. As saying, we're pretty sure that Cassie's bot could be a flex pick, but we're pretty sure Flash won't play it. And the Scion going to be banned away from Chad Penguin. So they're doing their best to focus him on the second rotation of this draft. Heck, just joined our lobby.
Another random person.
Rich better be on call for this one. Because we see the Zoe ban being thrown down from One Trick Ponies. Very good call. No one likes playing against Zoe. Zoe's atrocious. Get that. We see a Garen. Oh, Garen pick being locked in. Absolutely spicy.
And we're actually seeing that a Maokai is the third for.
We're hearing Maokai is the third ban. Yeah, honestly, that's a really solid ban. Take Ganwin away from that laner who really gives them a lot of safe options. And even though it appears they target ban him a little game one, it didn't seem to have much of an effect. He showed he could really survive on that Maokai. Which, I mean, they still they won the game despite that, but that proved to be maybe a little less appeasable than they would hoped.
All right. What?
Vayne being locked in. Now that's what I see.
And I thought that might be a mistake, but it is a legit pick.
Yeah, Vayne top being picked into Garen. But well, a lot of people, most people know it, but my man Chad Penguin really loves playing the marksman. Don't get me wrong. Saying, we're going to take marksman into the top lane. This Garen isn't going to get to play the game. Completely ballsy VM counter pick. And then the Zillion being grabbed for Rob, saying, we want to protect these double marksmen with the Zillion Shen combo. We got protection for days, and then Ross going to be a strong bruiser front line. So, we go into game. One spicy thing to point out. Actually, there are a lot of spicy things to point out, but first let me ask you this question. How are you feeling about both these comps, Will?
Well, these are two very different teams that we're looking at here than what we just saw in the last. I think that at least based off of what I see in Champions, fantastic anime personality, very thirsty team. So if they are able to get on top of any given member, it could be very scary, very, very quick.
Oh yeah, there is definitely so much damage coming out from the fantastic anime personalities. One thing going to be very scary for them though is they're probably going to want to kite out most of the fights that they play, as they really don't have much of a front line save for Shen and Ross. And when you're competing against Sejuani and Garen for that frontline control, like, those are two actual tanks, one of them in a solo lane, so he's getting solo farm, whereas Shen is support. So it's going to be an issue for them. So front-to-back team fights looking really kind of strong for one-trick ponies, and Cassiopeia getting chill in the back, just getting that free damage on the somewhat weak front line of Fantastic Anime personalities. But one thing that Fantastic Anime personalities really have going for them is if they get this, is if Jinx gets to play the game and they can protect her with the Shen and the Zillion, like they have two hyper-scaling marksmen on their team that are going to be absolutely able to mow down one-trick ponies. And so, you know what? Two marksmen, hey, there are two marksmen in this game like always. They're just on the same team.
Now, here's the question that I have is, we just talked about this giant crit update that came for the ADCs. Also came a little bit of a nerf Cassiopeia. She was ridiculous strong before that. So I'm interested to see how this will play out, even with the new nerfs that just got handed down.
Yes, very much so. 100%. Those nerfs proving to be key in mitigating Cassiopeia's effectiveness. But in the long run, I have a feeling it probably won't change the outcome. Those nerfs probably won't change the outcome of this lane. It's still Cassiopeia, and she's still relatively strong, and this is a matchup which Cassiopeia could honestly do well in, even if she wasn't good at all. And I don't think the nerfs are hard enough to make her like awful. If you know what I mean?
Yeah, no, that's fine. I agree with that. But then, as we look into, again, we're in a situation where I think Fantastic Anime personalities can get to. I think they've got this one. Even with the lack of a front line. I mean, yes, you have Shen. Kane can provide some of that. But you've got two hyper carries in Jinx and Vayne. And if you get to late,
oh yeah, that's definitely going to be such a huge factor. And Again, I've pointed out lack of actual marksmen on one-trick ponies, and one thing that'll lead to is the fact that they have to control the engages, and all of their engages really have to shut down the marksman damage core of Fantastic Anime personalities. They're going to hope to control those late game team fights, because killing either one of them, pretty nice. But when you're competing against Shenot and Zillionot, if you can't kill both of them, and you can't absolutely control the fight the entire way, the one you killed initially revives, and then the other one's still killing you, and they're both killing you, and you're like, why do I have 5,000 HP on Garen and Sejuani and my front line's still melting? Well, Vayne passive, baby. Good times.
So let's go back to our we wait on the spectator delay here. Let's go back to our.
What are we going back to? You're kind of cutting out, buddy.
Well, I'm not cutting out. It's more of I just don't know what word I'm trying to. Our predictions. That's the word I'm looking for. So you originally said that this. Do you still think that is true?
Your mic is still cutting out for me, man. I'm having a little trouble understanding you.
Man, let's try that again. So go back to prediction. You originally said for this matchup. Do you still believe in that?
My 1-1 was hinged on the fact that Fantastic Anime personalities would pull it. That Fantastic Anime personalities would lose the game 1-to-1 trick ponies due to the simplicity of comp differential, and that turned out to be, well, completely untrue. And now that Fantastic Anime Personalities has a comp that scales very well into late game, and all the players on their team have shown enough individual skill to be able to really hang in there through the early game, I don't think they'll have that many problems reaching late game. So I predicted the game 2 victory for Fantastic Anime Personalities in my original prediction. So I'm gonna have to go with the 2-0 again here. It's like on paper their comp looks pretty good, and they've surpassed like my expectation was for them to win game 2 anyway, and they've already surpassed it by winning game 1 as well. I don't see how this is gonna turn out that differently. But I say that now, and then we'll be chilling, and someone will just run under their tower at 15 minutes or something, and they'll just be like, "Well, caster's curse."
Well.
They're like, "Well, okay, I see you."
Got a little Drake curse going on there. Support the team, and then you lose. So be careful. Be careful what you wish for.
Be careful what you wish for, indeed, Mike. Oh man, spectator delay is always such a snooze fest. I want more action.
Let's go back to that. Can we get an instant replay of that Baron steal? Let's go back.
Instant replay. I crave the sweet release of multiple deaths for each team. That's what I crave. I want to see 4-for-4s every team fight. We just see some when we see some Mad Max 2 men enter 1 man leave style death fight between the 2 remaining players.
You just want blood everywhere.
Except they're both playing Maokai.
Now, do you think so? Okay, let's analyze again. Do you think that we're gonna a slow of a start as we did the last game? We didn't even get a kill until 10 minutes.
That is very true. I expect another slow start because the people who were
kill before 10 minutes. We didn't get plating before plating fell, but right after plating fell, the tower did fall.
Yeah, and then that's where it all just went to crap from there, dude. Honestly, I expect it to be the same way. The team in control of most of the early, team in control of pulling the trigger on most of the early and mid-game plays last game was indeed Fantastic Anime Personalities, and this game they have the scaling comp, so they're going to be looking to slow it down a pretty big deal, so that way they can get their key item spikes on the marksman. And another... Oh, I didn't notice this before, but this is a kleptomancy vein. That's honestly fantastic.
Right.
You see that Spell Thief's kleptomancy Zillion top being busted out in the LCS, in the North American LCS today by Hooney. Clutch Gaming actually losing that game to 100 Thieves, I'm pretty sure. So, wasn't the best outcome to that one. And Spell Thieves would obviously be an atrocious choice on Vayne, but I want to see it anyway. I want it to happen. I just want to see Otto the Scared.
Yeah. I'll be interested to see how Sejuani plays out here as I look up the mastery points for the champions here. Everybody's up in the 20+ thousand, some 100,000s, and then Sejuani's over here in the lower 6,000. So
yeah,
definitely will be interesting to see.
I think, my personal opinion, I think he'll have another pretty okay showing. Honestly, because he seems to have no issues pulling the trigger. Alright, can we check, before we get in the game, let's check game time. I'm at 05, 06, 07, 08.
9, 10, 11.
Perfect, so we're still on it. Okay.
Make sure stream is good. Steve.
That looking good on your end, Mr. Digital?
I'm on 20.
So, a few seconds back.
Welcome to Summoner's Rift.
Alright, we're in sync now. Perfect. I'm synced. Alright, we're good to go, boys. We're seeing double spreads coming in again as both these teams looking to both these teams, looking to make sure no one gets invaded during the Yippee K. Nice! Getting this game started off right. One trick ponies over here dropping their battle cry.
Minions have spawned.
It's kind of like Die Hard, only a little weirder.
I don't know how to feel about this, but
Flesh Man, such a nice guy. He's so innocent. He doesn't approve of any of this. Hey. Aw, man. Alright. Stretch me, Eric!
oh,
Request has been fulfilled.
there it is.
Hey, you might hear my, some people say I have a killer I'm a cutie pie impersonation, dude. While we're talking about completely dumb stuff. But we're seeing some really quick trading going on in mid lane. This Aurelion Sol looking for those stars, and he's already out of mana. Wow. Top lane, Klepto Vayne just getting some of those autos in. Yo, man, I'm just so surprised, man. There's no spell thieves. Come on. Rob getting quick level 2, getting the double bomb down on Aurelion Sol. That's gonna be flash out from Flesh. Throb, burning that ignite, flexing that Zillion, throwing them clocks at him, dude. Gonna say it's time to die.
Oh.
Wait, there's another double bomb. Another double bomb. Can he get it? That's gonna be a first blood. Is Flesh overstaying his welcome? Yeah, and absolutely just wrecked by that Dillion level 2. Alpha Rob, man. And this Rob is just turning up once again. So, and I'm not playing an alpha champion this game, but I'm gonna play him like he's an alpha champion. See Jupil looking for a gank on top lane. Ganwin, you get a quick flash out of there. And Alistar is looking, he's coming from the bush. They're going back into fight. Sesh want to get some damage down. And Alistar going in for more damage, getting CC'd against the wall, stunned up by Chad Penguin. Is Vayne saying, thanks for the free gold. Jupil saying, thanks for the free raw stacks. Well, you never know, he could Shadow Cane. Seeing some spicy activity going on in the jungle with Jupil and Alistar. Staring each other down. Swing first, bro. It's like a high school. It's like a high school fight at the lunch table right now. Swing first, bro. You won't.
Bet you won't. Bet you won't.
Swing first. Ganwin walking in this wave, getting a little bit of damage over here from Chad Penguin. Chad Penguin just looking to farm up on this Vayne. That Kleptomancy Mastery, but we see an early roam coming in from Flesh and NA Alistar coming top. Can they get anything done? Quick stun out from Chad Penguin. But that's what we said, you want to go in and he's looking for the flash. Makai gonna have to flash out and they're looking for the dive. Ignite drop from Flesh, but it's not gonna be enough. Chad Penguin flashing that mastery emote. You gonna bring 3 top from me? Nah. See that Klepto already coming in clutch for him. You can buy that quick Grand Scepter and a pink wood.
Man, Rob is just... Oh my goodness, he is just bullying this.
Flesh is honestly not having a good time on this Aurelion. Things honestly went wrong for him as soon as he took that level 1 trade and burned through pretty much all of his mana. He's looking bot. We're seeing a massive CS differential open up once again between Jirachi and Derp and Panda. Jupil looking in the push. Looking for some damage with this W. Rip Boy Hentai going in with the taunt. That's going to be a flash from the Cassiopeia. Not sure how I feel about that. But you know, you gotta stay safe, man. Don't want to die.
There's no reason to die.
There is no reason to die. I would also offer that not only was the Kayn, not only was it level 3 Kayn, but it's a Jinx and a Shen, and they'd already just used their combo, and he was maybe at 60-65%, and he had the wave advantage. I honestly don't believe a flash was necessary there. I think it was pretty good to go. They arguably could have even turned it, as a matter of fact.
Well, hindsight is always 20/20.
That is very true. And early death would not be what you want to see from a lane that you specifically counterpicked. As we see more poke being thrown down in top lane. Chad Penguin getting this wave pushing. He's gonna go for more Klepto procs on this Garen over here. Just farming up, that's a slice sack of gold pop for 70. We get some slice sack of gold height. I'm just busted, dude. Slice sack of gold's so busted. Flesh dropping some trades on Rob in mid lane. Level 5 to 6. Man, I don't care, man. I'm just gonna shove you out of lane with these stars. You're gonna like it. Meanwhile, in top lane, Ganwian being brought rather low by the vein of Chad Penguin. Well, you know, would you say this early game's been more explosive? I'd say it has.
I'd agree with that. Had a lot more trading going on, and that first blood. I mean, we didn't see a first blood in the last game until 10 minutes. And,
yeah, it is true. We got kills being dropped. Seen ganks coming in flash. Rob with a double level disparity. He's looking for his double bomb. Is he gonna flash in? Oh my god! And the is that another solo kill onto Flash? It is.
My god.
Rank disparity does not matter.
The god.
It is not. Rank doesn't matter when you have clocks. It's too good, man.
You can say that time is on his side.
Absolutely can't beat clocks. Which is really funny because, well, Rob's playing hot right now, and Clocks is like Coldplay, so I mean, I don't think there's a correlation there. Not what you really expect. Man, I see, that joke was so awful, I'm not even getting acknowledgement from you.
You know, to be honest with you, you kind of cut out a little bit, so I couldn't hear all of it, so
Oh well, the opportunity has passed as Chad Penguin is getting 3-man once again top. But this time all coming in from Ripple Hensai. It's gonna get the countdown on Sejuani. Sejuani taking turret shot. Chad Penguin going into his ult. Flash gonna get hit up. And that's the ult back from Flash. Chad Penguin perhaps biting up a little bit more than Shu getting sniped, but he's out. And then Ripple Hensai getting stunned up. Garen giving the slam and the ult kill onto Rip Lolly Hentai. This is some spicy early game action. This is what I'm talking about.
This is more like it. I can get
Man, this is the marksman's curse, dude. He gets top lane and he still gets 3-man. Oh, Ganwian Alpha Boy flashing under the turret, destroying Chad Penguin with his gigantic sword. Jesus. Flash running away on Orion, so again, Flash. Oh my, wait. Did he just flash into a bomb? Pretty sure he just flashed into a bomb. It's classic. Slaga going in for the solo kill on Rob. Saying, you know, Cerulean Soul guy. He's walking into bombs, and then I'm gonna clean this mess up. Says Wani, getting a kill on an overstaying Kane down here. You know, doesn't matter, dude. Genius technique. He's inting for the form change.
Kane, that was very interesting there. Kane was in the wall, couldn't really get anywhere. You could say he was kind of stuck between a rock and a hard place.
I mean, I don't know if he's stuck between a rock and a hard place. I think he's quite literally inside both the rock and the hard place.
Oh man, I think we can. This theme right here.
Maybe it's a rock. Maybe the hard place is base.
Oh well, it definitely was not on the map anywhere because he did not last very much.
That is true. Alright, so those solo kills in top lane. hoping to make up for a little bit of that massive CS discrepancy going down, but honestly, Kleptomancy, such a strong mastery. Chad Penguin's gonna be sitting pretty solid on that. Bilge Water recurve bow into that phage, super strong buy, should still be able to bully that lane out as normal. Flash getting the phase rush in, looking for trading on Rob with the stars. Rob having trouble missing one of the bombs, that's gonna be a combo committal by Flash. Ults popped by both parties, that's Ignite being thrown down.
Oh my.
And the last tick gets him!
Rob.
Another solo kill from Rob! This man is insane!
He has had it with this mid laner.
Dude, he has had it, man! He does not want any of this.
Oh my god.
Dude, you know, it's because ponies aren't sticking to their pony game plan. You know, game 1, Derpin Panda saying, that's not a pony, that's a Baron. Let me steal that. Game 2, they picked Sejuani, that's a boar, not a pony. That's a dragon, not a pony.
So, if I can make a recommendation to the one Twitch ponies, you want pony champion next time.
you lost. Draft was lost when you didn't pick Hecarim. You should ask Rob to stop abusing this poor Aurelion and use his chrono shift to send them back in time so they can draft Hecarim.
Ooh. Oh man.
God. Man, this just feels so. Oh no, there's a 3-level differential, dude. That feels so bad. I don't want any of that.
Rob continues to bully this lane. The Crush isn't even near his power right now.
There's legit like a third of his health gone from a single bomb. That's what I'm talking about. Chad Penguin getting a little disrespectful of that push. Janoween throwing some trades down, but now Chad Penguin answering back saying, I'm gonna kite this and I'm gonna run at you. You run at me, I walk back. Hey man, all's fair in love and Kleptomancy towards top. Jupil, maybe looking for a dive top. We're gonna see some more action coming in over here. Jupil probably seeing him through the wall over here. Flash again looking for these roams. I mean, 100% makes sense though. Are we gonna have trouble getting things done mid with that 3-level differential? He's gotta make his impact felt somewhere on this map.
Rob trying to hightail it out. Oh man.
And that's honestly a really good flash there. Really good flash. Cognizant of that bomb, and Flash getting stunned up. That's playing a little too aggressive. Jupil's here for the 2v2. That's a kill. Quick kill down on Flash. Ult being dropped on Jupil, but they're saying we don't want this. But wait, Rob is just walking in. He does not care. Getting more bombs. He's looking to assert his dominance, dude.
Ooh, dominance.
And he doesn't even have a bomb in Cinder either.
Flash is just not having a good time right now.
Yeah, this matchup is probably not working out the way he wanted it to, honestly.
0-5, 54 CS right now. Meanwhile, you got Rob 5-1 with CS. This is.
Hey man, they just traded stat lines. That's all.
This is gross right now.
Yeah, this is disgusting to watch. Like, Rob is going to be having complete control of this mid game. We're seeing more trades going down. Rob getting CC'd up by Flash. Flash looking to bring it back. Rob with a quick stopwatch on the ult, and that's gonna be a shutdown on Rob, but still gonna be traded with a kill back onto Flash anyway. I mean, Zillion's getting more fed, but obviously a very crucial shutdown for Flash, who just really needs some help to get back into this game. Rob perhaps overstaying his welcome a little more than usual. You're not playing Lissandra this game.
You might get getting a little too ballsy there for my part.
Hey, your ult saves your teammates, it doesn't kill enemies.
It's true.
High level analysis, boys. Just see fantastic anime personalities taking this Cloud Drake real quick. She will get a quick spot on NA Alistar here at this red buff. Bot lane's gonna be rotating in. There's no objectives in here, but wait, he wants that W. Flash gonna be looking for the engage. NA Alistar throwing the ult in. Strong engage from Slogga as they run straight towards Derpin Panda in the backline. Flash kiting it out. He looks pretty safe. Derpin Panda gonna be in a really bad spot. Rob looking for bombs on Jirachi on the side. Both the AD carries gonna be a non-factor that fight, as fantastic anime personalities look good. It's fantastic enemy first now. He's gonna 1-for-1 on the C fight, but wait, there's still more. Jupo looking for more on his cross. And then Ripple Anti going in for the taunt. And that's gonna be the blam bam thank you man by Rob. That is a double kill. Flash trying desperately to run away, but it's going to be a 3v1, and it looks like there's going to be no hope, as that is a triple kill for Rob. And while all that action was going down, Chad Penguin dropping a solo kill on Ganwan on the top lane and a turret.
This is not, this has become the Rob show at this, I mean,
absolutely the Rob show, without a question. You know, one mistake made, dropping that 600 gold bounty. It's okay. Water under the bridge.
Water very under the bridge at this point.
I mean, you can just rewind and fix it, but he won't do it.
No.
Just gonna clap him now. Dude, you know what would be so busted? Zillion's Chrono Shift could like take your team back, just take the game back in time.
You know what? We didn't want to lose yet, so let's go back 5 minutes and try.
Yeah, let's replay.
That would be.
Petition for a multi-team practice tool. Zillion will be your observer. Meanwhile, on top lane, Chad Penguin looking for another solo kill on Ganwian, perhaps overstaying his welcome. That's going to be a solo kill once again onto Ganwian. Garen just absolutely getting abused now. If the Vayne has her Blade of the Ruin King, there's absolutely nothing he can do into this lane. This is exactly what they were looking for with that counter pick.
So this is interesting because we're getting now into the mid to late games, and we said that fantastic anime personalities needed to get to late game to allow Vayne and Jin taking control. It doesn't even matter because you got God tier Rob over here.
Yeah, you got Rob just laying the clap. But wait, Flash going in on Rob again as Rob misses the bombs. But wait, Rob taking very low, popping his ult. He's gonna walk out. I think he's just having a lot of trouble dodging these stars out of Flash. And especially without leading in with that E, he's having trouble landing bombs. But wait, dropping more bombs, getting another E. Dodging out the quick Q from Flash. He's gonna be dropping more bombs, but he won't get the kill. So much action always going down on this mid lane as Rob being 9-2, but Flash looking to take advantage of every single little misstep he can from Rob. Doing his best to claw his way back into this matchup and almost succeeding multiple times, but it's just not enough against this massive gold disparity.
And at this point, yeah, we didn't see this in the first game, but we do have over 4,000, almost 5,000 gold for fantastic anime personalities at this point.
Absolutely massive. We've seen some priority being thrown bot by NA so looking to see if they can get some playmaking onto this really immobile bot lane of Jinx. Doing their best to take advantage of the one place on the map where they're having a disparity. Speaking of which, massive 40 CS disparity between Jirachi and Turpin Panda right now. Going to be a huge factor as we look towards this mid game, and well, it's already mid game. We'll be looking to see what Jirachi can do on this Cassiopeia, going to see if he can pick up some much needed kills and drop some damage in these fights. Now, fantastic anime personality is going to be sieging mid. It's Rob looking with double bombs, but Jupil going in. Double bombs hitting it. And Flesh is just dead.
Yep.
Flesh is just dead.
There's nothing new here at this point for Flesh right now.
Looking like Kanye West right now. Don't let me into my zone.
Oh.
They walk right up. Rob just kills him. Jupil was waiting over the wall. Just finalize that quick kill onto Flesh once again. I mean, I know we set the single game death record last split at 14, but Flesh is getting up there, dude. Can we see a record break today? Slogger gonna be checking this bush, but still rather wrong for him. His fantastic anime personality is looking for a taunt. Slogger gets back out. Jirachi with a really good ult. Flesh ulting them out, and there's double stuff being dropped. Keep Jupil safe. And now fantastic anime personalities with the re-engage. They want blood. Rob dominating, getting a kill on Rakan. And there's the ult. It is just slobber knocker of a fight. This fantastic anime personalities coming on top in that messy corridor fight.
Rob is just literally dragging his team along with him.
Yeah.
I mean,
Oh yeah.
You're
Oh yeah. All fantastic anime personalities definitely showing up here, and obviously, well, obviously we've been singing praises about Rob this entire game, and again, that team fight there is just more of the obvious. Like, he just exists and they win fights for free at this point. He's just so fed. But the rest of the team really playing it well. Jupil getting some key kill, getting some key CC, and blanks off the walls.
We can go ahead and give some, some praise to Chad. He is 30 CS away from playing Horizon on Garen in the top lane.
Yeah.
That's nothing.
That's a very scary place to be, as Garen has not even completed a single item yet, and actually, if you count Ninja Tabby, he's not on a single fully formed, like, non-boots item, and Chad Penguin sitting on 2 items plus a Zeal and Berserker's Greaves. There's going to be some huge massive disparity. Oh, well, Caster's Curse. Ganwin just got Eternity Course. But now fantastic anime personality gets poke down. Rob perhaps overstepping his bounds. He gets CC'd up and absolutely destroyed by the CC combo of Cassie and Sejuani. Oh wait, there's more. Slogga perhaps going too far forward. Ripple Hentai looking for the taunt. Flash going in, actually just kind of walking in and dying, but he got exactly what they needed. They forced an engage. They're getting the front to back fight. Ganwin dropping the ult on Derping Panda. That is... wow. Man, you hate to see that.
You hate to see that.
Hate to see that. More action going down. Turret dive's going down. Jupil getting dropped. Wow.
You never count him out.
Never count him out. Honestly, the hugest respect for Flesh. The hugest respect to Flesh. Just like actually like saying, I could die this fight. I don't care. I'm 1-8. I'll just walk in and get more damage down. So they just need the team to walk in, and the team doing a wonderful job finalizing all those kills. That play happening over just one key misstep from Rob, and then he just gets stunned up and CC chained by that deadly combo of Cassiopeia and Sejuani.
At this point, I'm willing, if I'm one Twit Ponies, I'm pretty much anything to stay in this game. And I think that fight worked out very much in their favor.
Without a question. And meanwhile, Ganwian perhaps caught out a little bit top lane as we see 4 people coming for him. Rob looking for the quick double bomb and the stun. That's going to be the Derpin Panda, and absolutely just destroyed. Slight overstep there. Fantastic anime personalities. We want map control. We want control of this Baron. Oh, hey, look at this. There's the Garen top lane. Now, we see fantastic anime personalities turning on this Baron to start it up. And this could be a difficult contest. One thing to look out for, this Cassie here with her massive Zen control. Flesh looking for a Pratt to flank in. And then Slogga going in for a contest, but he's not going to get much. Urachi going in, throwing an ult, going to get his wife. They get damage down on different Phantom. He's going to be saved by Rob's ult. And now, NA Alistar looking for more, it seems. And the chase is going down. Fantastic anime personalities looking to fight back here. Ult's being saved. Carry's being preserved. There's just too much damage as a rocket finishes off Slugga, and Chad Penguin finalizes the kill on NA Alistar.
It's interesting. You have a misstep in that last team fight, but then you can quickly take correction and take control with that Baron. I mean, you can very much have your own with this game right now, and they're really.
And that is absolutely the win condition we were discussing with fantastic anime personalities up over here. Looking for spread fights, looking to kite it out and save their marksmen, and that's exactly what happened. Multiple times that fight where I genuinely thought fantastic anime personalities might actually take an L. but then just ever so slightly not enough damage coming out before Riploy, Hentai, and Rob getting those life-saving ultimates down on their key damage sources. Really textbook play in these fights from fantastic anime personalities once they're setting it up here. And now we're going to be looking towards an Infernal Drake as fantastic anime personality still bearing buffs in a Alistar. Aggressive queuing, checking in a pit. That's a flash forward and CC on Rob. They're going in on Rob. Get the kill before he ults himself. Yes, they can. And now we're going to see another Slumber Knocker team fight as go in and multiple marksmen throwing down damage. Unfortunately, he just can't get to the front line. But wait, Chad Penguin CC, but it's just not enough.
Not nearly enough. I mean, you've got two of the marksmen literally all kinds of damage right there, and that's exactly what we talked about. You get them to mid to late game, it doesn't.
People looking for NA Alistar here. Perhaps a greedy back. That's going to be a quick kill. That's going to be an ace, and that is, as fantastic anime personalities pushing in, likely going to be a GG from them. And Reply Hentai coming in for the ults. They look to close this game out. But can we see the Valiant face defense? No, we probably can't. Just gonna, just take Nexus. That's gonna be the GG as fantastic anime personalities take this series 2-0. And yeah, honestly, just a very convincing game 2, I will say, from fantastic anime personalities. Slight missteps, especially in the course of like Rob face checking bushes and stuff, and perhaps the marksman playing slightly too far up in a couple of team fights. But ultimately, when they started making those mistakes, they were so far ahead that it really didn't matter at all. So, all things considered, you gotta give most valuable 200 IQ player award to for this game too, Will.
You know, I've really got to. I think that I've got to Rob on that early game control there. I don't think that there's really a question about. He decided that flesh did not matter, and that's huge. I can't say that enough.
Yeah. Rob showing up in this series saying you're gonna give Riploy Hentai that MVP for game 1? Come on, man. Bull crap. Absolute crap. Let me just solo kill their laner about 4 times in game 2, then I'll get it for sure. Genius. And that's not to say that the rest of Fantastic Anime personalities didn't have, well, fantastic showings that game, because they definitely did. Chad Penguin opening up a huge disparity in that counter matchup in top lane for him on Vayne. But overall, like, Rob just had so much map pressure coming off of those solo kills. Alright, so we gonna do post-game interviews? MVP interviews, baby.
Yeah, absolutely. And as the votes pour in for the second game here,
look at the stats. Look at Vayne's damage.
Look at that damage. That's ridiculous.
Yeah, that is some disgusting damage.
You know, and I do gotta say, I have to say, you know, props to Flesh there. He was still pumping out massive amounts of damage. Still did more damage than Rob, surprisingly. But oh my gosh, that Vayne damage.
Yeah. Chad Penguin, yeah. I mean, if you're gonna make a case for MVP on anyone else, it would almost 100% be Chad Penguin. Honestly, just doing a very good job that game of staying safe and laying down so much damage. That is some absolutely monstrous numbers coming out. Yeah, that's over 1,000 a minute. That's good. It's pretty good. All right, so we got votes.
We got votes, and it appears that, as I stated, I think this one is going to go to Rob.
All right, so then that locks in our 2 MVPs. MVP for Game 1 going to be going to Rip Lolly Hentai, and MVP for Game 2 going to be going to none other than Rob on his amazing Zillion pick.
Let's go ahead and find them here.
All right, yep, they should be all the way down there. Let's do post-game interviews, boy! The most exciting part of the entire cast. And because now I'm on the caster's booth, I can ask all the stupid questions I've always wanted to ask and
it
more.
kinda messes me up at the time. Oh my gosh, I've been yanked.
You've been yanked. Welcome to the channel, Mr. Game 1 MVP.
Oh, hello.
How are you feeling?
Like I just played the league and it was a terrible decision.
Yeah, I won't lie. It wasn't a terrible decision for the rest of us viewers here at home. Your recon play really igniting a fire Game 1.
Thanks. Please undo that nerf riot. Goddamn.
And speaking of fiery play,
Oh my God!
we got our Game 2 MVP, the Clockmaster himself. Welcome, Rob. How are you feeling?
I was very upset I didn't get MVP that first game.
I knew it! I knew it! I literally said that!
I was like, welp, guess I just gotta carry this one then.
Like the 5-man. It's like, man, I know they saw my 5-man stun. They're gonna give me MVP for wait. Damn it. Alright. So, first question. You guys really showed off a whole, like, different range of comps that you guys played. Playing a comp Game 1 centered around map control and early dominance, and really taking it to a team that had a super, like, just disgusting, like, ultimate wombo. So how do you think you guys were able to play the map so well and survive against that comp Game 1?
Well, what did we even do Game 1 early? And we didn't even do anything. That game was so boring. It was just a farm fest for like 15 minutes. I think nobody took a single turret plating, so that's pretty much how we survived, is just being little bitches bot lane and no one else did anything.
Can
Using
confirm, not a
Urgot
single
top.
plating.
Using Urgot top was also helpful.
Yeah, Urgot's busted, dude. Better ban Urgot. But, yeah,
So, question from the Twitch viewers is, obviously this is preseason, so we're getting very used to things and how how it works in PMA. So, one question is, what team are you afraid?
Fantastic anime personalities aren't afraid of no ghosts. Nobody in this league scares us. We're gonna take them all on.
you heard it here. Fantastic anime personalities don't afraid of anything, boys.
If I said anything else, I'd be telling the truth, and we don't do that here in Riotland.
Not with the Clockmaster.
All right, question number 3 comes from chat. This is for anyone. Why is Greg's team literally the worst in the league? Because they have Greg.
Well, I mean, it speaks volumes for itself. They have Gurk 7 on their team, and it's pretty much just a free win for everyone else at that point.
Jesus. Alright, so an actual question directed towards Rob. So, Rob, Game 2, Zillion is not exactly what comes to mind when you think of Alpha Champion. So, how do you think you were able to like really take control of that mid matchup and take it to Flesh on a Zillion pick?
I knew Flash is very uncomfortable. Brilliant soul pick. These preseason games, I'm sure they're practice champions like the Cassiopeia pot and the Aurelian Soul mid. And and I really think he just doubted my damage early. And I hit level 2 way before he did, so I was able to just push the lane in, and get the double bomb on him with Ignite and kill him early. And then from there, I think he kept rotating to top lane, and we just kept communicating like he's headed top. Like, I'm just gonna keep mid and push. And we were able to just take advantage of the lane like that. He fell behind really far in farm early, and they were just trying out some things that I think didn't work out in their favor.
Well, he fell behind the farm because you kept killing
True. I also did.
him.
There was I think Dylan was watching one of the mid lane fights where I flashed forward, got the double bomb ignited, and then ulted myself and died to turret and got the kill.
That was a good one. I watched half the fights. It was pretty fun.
And
That's how you know bot lane's boring.
I just felt really comfortable. I think Zip like one of my top champions, along with Lissandra. So, obviously I was a little shaky at the start of game one. Died early to a gank, and then a couple repeated ganks, but I didn't die in lane again. So
All right.
Speaking of
go
game
ahead.
one, and I want to go back to. I think a lot of the reason that at least I thought you deserved MVP game one was your movement around the map, and where you were literally rescuing pretty much every member of your team from skirmishes. That I mean, how were you able to make that happen?
Oh, is this me?
Yeah, that's you.
Well, I mean,
Dylan.
our lane was just kind of, we need to sit back and not die, so that opens up a whole lot of, Rakan is super mobile, and I can just kind of watch the map and see where it's going, and make sure I follow over and get the first roam, because the support with the first roam is going to just turn a fight super hard. No one ever expects that extra body coming from bot lane, just straight up mid lane and turning a fight around. So when we had time, it's always just, yo, Panda, you're going to have to sit under tower for a sec. I'll be back.
Awesome.
All right. And so my classic question. Many of you remember the game last night on PMA LCS. This is to both of you. What is your favorite spirit of choice? You picked up a quick 2-0 and you're gonna go out to the bar to celebrate now. What are you getting?
Beer. Lots and lots of beer. Beer is good.
I go with Jack and Coke.
Ooh, classic.
Classic and classy.
Lots of beer. Beer is good. I'm gonna put that on my tombstone.
Better
Have you
damn
ever-
well be there.
They didn't say tequila, they're wrong.
Oh, tequila is fantastic. Most of my family hates it, so I have to do all their tequila shots.
Oof.
Yikes. I need to be drunk enough for tequila.
How about scotch though? Rate scotch on a scale of 1 to 10.
Oh,
Give it a nice 6.5 there. It's good every once in a while, but I'm not gonna be having scotch too frequently.
I mean, if it's not bourbon, it doesn't.
All right, we got any more less potentially stereotypical questions? I think that's it from me. You good, Will?
Yeah, I'm good.
I think that is gonna wrap us up then. So, thank you everyone for coming out today. We really appreciate you guys being here for fantastic anime personalities versus one-trick ponies.
It's one twick ponies. Please say it right.
Oh, might be one-twick ponies.
Well, next time they need to choose a pony-related champion. All I'm saying.
Yeah, that was our expert analysis. Was that they were losing game 2 because they didn't draft ponies. They drafted They drafted a boar. That's not a pony.
I do see that is a major downfall in their decisions.
Yes, Twitch chat is saying that we needed a hacker room, and we 100%.
Jack Daniels Tennessee whiskey for the Tennessee boy. Hey, that's me.
That's the good old Shad too. I think we have a
Wait.
meetup in progress.
Wait, he's a Tennessee boy too? Yo! Let's
We'll
go,
go.
dude.
Figure that out on your own here. I think that's all we've got here.
Can I just say that we are in the group bitches on your League of Legends friends group?
Yeah, you are. Those are my
yeah.
friends.
Yeah, can confirm, Chris. I did in fact say stretch me, Eric. During
Yes, thank you.
the stream. Can I join?
Alright, I'm
You know-
gonna end the stream.
Alright, yeah. Alright, everyone say your goodbyes.
Goodbye, everybody.
Good-
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Good night.